And welcome to the Geekz 31 Days of Horror for Halloween. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And with us we have
Tommy Lombardozzi.
Tommy's back again with another interesting movie. We're going to be talking about. So I gotta make sure I read.
Did not
the
disappoint this year.
I don't know the name, so
did not disappoint. But it's Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama from 1988.
Yep.
So this is a horror comedy. It is they people are calling it a cult classic. So
right.
a cult classic follows a group of horny college guys who sneak into a sorority initiation ceremony to spy on pledges. There's only 2 pledges.
Right.
When they're caught, the sorority sisters decide to punish them with a humiliating errand where they must break into a local bowling alley at night and steal a trophy. Things take a supernatural turn.
Still going.
Well,
right.
I can keep going.
No,
when things take a supernatural turn when the trophy accidentally releases an imp. There you go.
The movie took a turn. I didn't read about the movie. All I saw was the little claw in the background of the poster. Didn't think anything of it because it's almost an hour before that imp shows up. And so I'm just like sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden that happens, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
So
this took a turn.
I didn't know anything about this. Right, this movie. I picked it so the folks know who to blame. The only last year when you guys had me on. And I was looking through movies, trying to find I like to pick stuff that you guys know that's sort of trashy, has gratuitous tits, terrible special effects, terrible act, fun 80s shit,
Yeah,
like the video game
starring Linnea Quigley, because most of them
most of them too. She's like the queen of that, right? But there are a couple movies that I thought that I picked were decent movies, and then I started getting into the trash stuff. And there's my penis alarm. I'm sorry. Shut up, penis. So, so I had this listed last year as one of my picks, and oddly enough, last year when I picked Creepazoids, it's by the same director. So when I went to the list this year, pulled this out of it because it was something that I wanted to watch with you guys. I'm like, oh shit, same director, just coincidentally, and like Steve said, Linnea Quigley is in so many of these terrible 80s horror trash comedies. She's like the queen of those films. So I'm like, all right, I'll take a shot. So here we are. I didn't know nothing. I knew nothing about the fucking troll goblin.
Did you watch it before this viewing?
I watched it 10 minutes. I just finished it when I texted you guys.
This is the first time?
Yeah, I got I took my special candy, Daddy's candy.
That's the best way. You must watch it green.
And I watched this, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" First of all, I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. Somebody else.
You picked the movie. Right. We want to hear.
31 days. They listen to me and this guy talk.
So I'm watching it, and I'm like, I don't know if it's because the candy's kicking in, and I don't know what the fuck is I missed something. I'm like, but what the fuck is happening? Because all right, you get the 3 horny guys. It starts off like a Revenge of the Nerds kind of movie, We're gonna go look all these fucking movies, right? And it's about that whole section of the movie, the sorority and them peeking, and it's 40 minutes long, it seemed, So then you get into the mission. The girl tells them, like you told us in the description, all right, you have to be in the sorority. You have to go and steal this trophy and bring it back, and we'll let you in. This from the bowling alley. And oddly enough, one of the girls' fathers owns the mall that the bowling alley is in. Yep. Couldn't it have just been
a regular?
My father owns the bowling alley. They didn't have to know. It was just
There's a lot of detail in there.
A lot of convoluted stuff. And then the old man that kept getting knocked down the stairs.
I still don't know what the fuck is going on with that guy.
Who was he? Why was he there? What did he do? He never stated who, I'm the caretaker of the bowling alley and I live here, which is bizarre.
At one point he's like, let me out.
Right. That guy gets thrown in. It's okay. And now you have before you even meet the fucking goblin, other weird shit is happening, right? And then you get a goblin,
Who's giving wishes, right?
Dream, and then things get even crazier because now you got a bride of fucking Frankenstein running around. Who was the guy? Okay, let me ask you guys.
It was a zombie.
Right, there was a zombie girl.
Turn one into a super horny girl. turn the other one into a bride of Frankenstein.
Right.
Just because they had that costume on set, you know, they're like,
right.
Throw it in.
Yeah, like, or she's like, you know what I always wanted to do? Dress up as the bride of Frankenstein. Yeah, that's fine. But
and
like,
I want to act like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
It's just a lot of stuff going on here. And I think like whittled down, the story, as dumb as it was, could have been tighter and still been just as bad, but tighter, you know? Like it just could have been a little streamlined. You know, a prank lets loose an imp and, you know, hijinks ensue. It's just they went about it in a weird, convoluted way that it just made an already dumb idea dumb and confusing.
Yeah, it's like there's a whole movie's worth of setup to get them to the movie.
Right.
Like,
right. It's
there's
like,
whole movies that are about just planning to be able to see the initiation of these girls. You know, that's
a movie in itself.
The end of the movie. You know, we saw they get smacked in the ass with the paddle, and that's credits. You know,
right.
Well, here's some crazy fun facts. So because we're talking about that, and let me do this before we get into those fun facts.
Spoilers.
We got to give the spoiler warning because I know people are going to want to see this after our discussion.
You think so?
No.
Well, it is a cult classic. It's no, you know, it even got a sequel a couple years ago.
If you are looking for
it did
trash that is like, you know, just there's boobs everywhere, it's bad acting, cheesy special effects, the weirdest choices in music. Hey, this is like up there, man. And
which is interesting too, because Linnea Quigley is known for showing her boobs in these.
And she doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, but the ones they did show.
Yeah,
I think it was the girl from, was it the Nightmare Sister?
Haunted Wing.
I don't know. One girl had like
the main three girls are. I mean, they're like the big three of these.
Oh, really?
Genres. Yeah, because like her big star. I mean, Linnea Quigley's been in a lot, but like everybody knows Return of the Living Dead, right?
Right.
Brinke Stevens. I can't remember which one of the two she was, but she was from Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh, okay.
That's a big series and movie. Yeah. And then Michelle Bauer is from Nightmare Sisters, which also is another big one of these same type of schlock.
That's the same director.
Yeah.
He does this. Right.
Yeah. So, but this movie was only shot in 5 days.
Isn't that insane?
On a shoestring budget.
Yeah.
They filmed overnight at night because they couldn't keep everybody, you know, they got to use the bowling alley, but it had to be overnight and clean up afterwards. And I remember this movie after we started watching this. I'm like, I've never heard of this. And then I'm like, nope, this was on USA all the time.
A lot, yeah.
All the time.
The most, what does it say? Like the most viewed up at night movie on USA.
That'd be so edited.
The most requested. Yeah, right. That's
you know weird. What though? A lot of times, like after midnight, they showed a lot more to say.
They would show because this movie has bush hairs. So I don't know if you guys know.
I think that part gets cut, but I think the
didn't cut that.
The chesties stayed.
I saw some fucking bush hairs. That's all I know.
Yeah, they kept going back to it, Tommy. There's a reason you saw it. They lingered.
They got their money's worth.
It was almost like watching The Wicker Man with
Mike.
Yeah, because like that one, all of a sudden, I'm like, okay,
she's dancing around in the nude.
Yeah. There's the rose.
Sorry. In this movie, talk about the nudity for a minute. There was I think every girl aside from Linnea Quigley gets nude, right? And she was the one. No,
well, some of those other sorority girls that were in the robes and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
The I guess the Barbara, the one who was like the bitch, the one who wanted to torture them. She was really pretty. The blonde. She was the one that was like at the end was running when through the hallway. I don't know. She was pretty.
She like disappeared for part of it.
Yeah, and then she came back in the end. And see, I'm stoned now, so I don't remember the scene. Damn it. But she's a lot of these girls were all right looking, so that's a plus.
I agree.
But so the girl the girl who bangs that guy in the locker room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
guy what we see the most of.
Yeah. That guy was one of the nerds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So that woman was his wish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he was like the whole time like, no.
Right. He knew her like ahead of time?
I don't think so.
Like, see, did I miss him saying my wish is I want to fuck Lisa?
No. He said what you missed was the imp going, I bet you I know what your wish is. And he's like, what? And he's like, come here. And he whispered in his ear, I bet you want to take that girl right there, Pound Town, or some shit like that. And he's like, yeah, that sounds like something I would do. And then that happened.
So that was because he knew her like by a first name. I thought that was weird.
Well, they had fucking 2.5 hours of movie of them before they got to the imp where they were talking and back and forth.
But that girl, the one he fucked, was in it already?
She was one of the two.
She was one of the two sorority sisters. She was the one that they were there to steal the trophy with. The other three were watching them through the cameras.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I remember in the beginning they were getting paddled in the beginning.
Right, the two girls.
They had to show that
was one of them. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
That was not the one with the tiny tits then.
No,
that one turned into a. Did she turn into a?
She had the dress on, and she's like, "Why is my dress ruined?" And then I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, right, she was like dancing weird, right? Like,
her shitty wish was to be a prom
queen.
There's not even a prom going on. She's just an idiot dancing around.
She never got to be
pretty. I like Quigley's response to that. She's like, "Am I pretty? I'm fucking out of here."
She's great. First of all, like, she's a terrible actress, but she pulls it off in a way that she knows she's terrible, and she's like there's a personality to her.
There's a line she has in here where she's like, very stupid, and I don't know where I've heard that before, but I've heard that soundbite.
It's in a Static X song.
There it is. That has to be it.
They sampled it in a Static X song.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, what the fuck? I know I've heard that.
She's like, the way she delivers lines, it's like
I don't know who Static X is.
It's a band. The way she delivers lines, like, I was watching it and I'm like, she's like Christopher Walken, where he takes lines,
cadence,
right, and just changes it based on whatever, like, he takes that punctuation, whatever he says he does. Like, that's the way she delivered lines to me. And it's like, Christopher Walken is a great actor, but then sometimes he's like, this is a bizarre acting choice that he's making. And she reminded me of that. Like, she's aware, I think, that she's that terrible and plays it up, and it becomes like kind of charming, There's got to be a reason aside from her tits that she's in all these movies, because they could have got a lot of girls to show their tits in the 80s,
It's like a lot of Hollywood stars in this genre is no different. I think there's some people that are like comfort food. Like, if you have those kinds of movies, you're like, right, you need someone like that.
She's one of them, but I think it's because there's a certain charm to her terribleness that others don't have. I don't know.
She did not stand out as one of the bad actors to me in this movie. No. The nerd guys all did.
I was kind of shocked she was kind of the hero of the movie.
Right. Well, she I think because when she joined this production, that was part of the deal. She wasn't going to show her tits, and she wanted she didn't want to be. I think she was offered one of the other roles and chose this role because it was because it was the lead, technically, like the lead female role, the final girl, But look, I think the worst thing about it was that fucking goblin. That thing was fucking stupid.
That puppet goblin, yeah. His voice was like
the voice. That's what made it so stupid. He was talking like a black guy.
Hey, boys and girls.
It's like they, what you call Little Shop of Horrors came out like 2 years before this, so they were like,
definitely like it was trying to do Audrey,
right? Like, let's make him sound like what's the guy who did the voice in from the Four Tops, Levi Stubbs. Hey baby, I'm an imp. I'm a wish maker. It's like, why would he talk like that?
Michael Saunier, aka Dookie Flyswatter. That's who voiced the imp.
Okay.
I don't.
And
know
also,
that.
like,
What?
how as a low production?
Wait, Steve doesn't laugh at that? Dookie.
Wait, I missed it. What did you say?
Is
What his
Michael
name? DJ Dookie or something?
Dookie Flyswatter? Is that his stage name?
I'm dying over here.
DJ Dookie.
I'm sorry.
No, but like how you're
He adapted the name Dookie Flyswatter as a persona
Keep
during the
going.
early LA punk and horror rock scene. He did shock humor and macabre theatrics and built a cult following.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if that little imp puppet was part of his
shtick.
Maybe.
And they stuck it in the movie. Like, we got to put this in a movie.
Oh my god! The movie writes itself.
Huh?
Don't even worry about the script. But like,
Yeah,
so I get, budgets are tight and all this stuff,
Right.
But they made a fake severed head of that fat kid
Yeah.
and rolled it down the bowling lane.
Yeah.
You're telling me you couldn't set that fake head up on top of a fucking thing with a shirt on it that doesn't, you could have put it on top of a box with a shirt and knocked it off with a bat.
But they already knocked another head off. They knocked the Bride of Frankenstein head got whacked off.
But that's much later.
Right.
Well, I'm like, because at first, all you see is like the reaction shot of Quigley and that one nerd who were just sitting there going for like forever, and then they run away, and then the next thing you know, his head's rolling down the thing. I'm like, come on, give me I've been with you all this time. Like, come on,
maybe it was too early in the movie. They don't want to give it all up so soon.
By that point, so much has happened.
But
now these sorority girls that somehow had video surveillance they could watch in real time from I don't know where the fuck they were.
Yeah.
Now suddenly they were zombies and doing stuff. So it's like at that point I'm just holding on for the ride
what's happening?
I don't know what's going on.
Right. See the room where they were watching on the closed circuit cameras. That would have been the room that the old man should have been in, right? Like, what the fuck you doing overnight at a bowling alley if you're not being security?
Right, because then I'm trying to remember because there was a girl that like ran into the door and pushed him back in at one point. And I'm like, where was that? I get really confused on where everything is.
I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, things happen very chaotic and very fast. And my guess is because they only had 5 days to shoot, it was one take and move on.
Right.
So like some of this stuff doesn't make sense.
More power to him, man. I get it.
They spent money on flipping that car. They definitely had to spend some money on getting that car airborne and then flipping over, and they actually set somebody on fire.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So that must have cost. That was like a big shot too. It's funny because like you hear like all the fire burn, and it's like the person's running around burning, and then when they cut over to the Quigley and the kid, the sound is gone. It's like the fire went out. The roaring sound of the flames has just disappeared,
But that orange light's there, so it's all good,
Right. Stupid shit like that. It's I
think it's like endearing. Like,
right. I find it amazing that like people put money into making something like this. And then like all of these people were probably 100% like earnest about their involvement. I'm in a movie. I got a leading role. Like everybody. I get to write these songs and this music. Like we're sitting here like three idiots laughing at it, but these people actually put time and effort and work and like blood, sweat, and tears probably into making this piece of shit.
Yeah. And it just sucks when it comes out terrible.
And it's
but at the end of the day, I look at it and like, if I'm gonna give away my rating, like I'm gonna give it a sidekick because I had fun with it. It was trashy.
Right. Oh yeah.
Funny. It's a late 80s movie that and we reviewed some of these, right? Like, which this Dookie Flyswatter was in. I mean, he was in.
Oh really?
Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers.
Oh, really?
He was in Surf Nazis Must Die. These are
I
movies
picked Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Yeah.
You did.
Oh shit.
And you look at these movies in this genre, like they're bad, but they're in that range that it's so bad it's good.
Right, of course.
Right.
100.
You have fun with them. So
it's the sounds, right? You could put a movie like this on, and trust me, you definitely want to look up from time to time. But you could listen to it, and it's the soundtrack, it's the sound effects, it's the bad audio mix and all that.
Right.
That it's
the cheese and the dialogue.
It's comforting. I still get a lot of nostalgia from 80s horror movies. So.
Right, and that's a reason why I always tend to pick them with you guys, because I always try to think of like what I would have seen in the video store in the 80s. You know, like if I was 10 years old and I was at Cropsey Video 2 blocks from my house, like what would I have seen on the shelves? And Street Trash was a direct result of seeing that poster in the video store when I was a kid and never seeing the movie, but remembering it when we came to do the review. I'm like, I need to explore that. I remember the visual of it was so burned into my brain that
now we're all better for it.
Right, and I fucking love that movie. I recently showed it to my friend. You know, we greened up and we watched it, and she was like, "What are we watching?" But she loved it. You know, she was laughing at all the right spots, and like now I got somebody else to quote it with. You know,
nice.
So yeah, I mean, it's there is, like you said, like a charm. There is something about these movies, a comfort in these kind of cheap B movies, and I think that's why they're as terrible as they are, and as looked down upon as they are. They're also beloved. You know, like people love this shit. You know, Street Trash is like a huge cult movie. They just fucking did a remake of it, so somebody liked it enough to be like, I'm gonna spend more money in making another one. You know, I haven't seen the new one yet, but
we're waiting to do it with you. We gotta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll do that next year.
Okay,
maybe we'll do a double feature with you. We'll have to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll have to do that one and this one. This movie has a sequel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this sequel.
Yeah, Kubi tried to play it for me right after this one.
First of all, yeah, I don't want to watch the sequel. This was bad enough. I wonder if the puppet looks better if they went with a CGI.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of curious.
You know, now I kind of have to. This movie,
we'll do a bonus November review of
a half, right?
Whatever it is, if it's a remake, requel, sequel, because I don't know, because it says a part 2, but then I read some of the synopsis and it's like a remake, and I'm like, so what is this?
So I mean, so more of the same. I mean, that sounds good to me.
It might be next year. We might have to tackle both, I guess. Revisits, you know.
I guess, and then to wrap it up, they just kind of put a box over the imp, and then it stops.
They leave just there. They just leave it under a box. Like you can't move the box off of it.
Right. I don't. Well, once he's trapped, that's the thing. You can't move the box as he's trapped in it. But like, why didn't she just hit him in the head with something to kill him?
Like she just walked out like.
Seal it and bury him.
Right.
It just leaves him right there that anybody else is going to lift that box off and
on the curb, like outside on the sidewalk.
Right. So when the cops come, because there was a massacre of 8 people, like she said, they're going to see this box and say and lift it, and the whole thing is going to start again. These stupid motherfuckers.
But maybe that's what they were hoping for, right? They were hoping for
like sequel, right?
Yeah, the sequel to build off right from here.
Right, like the Halloween sequels recently, like
they
start like the next day.
I just wish they would have kind of leaned into the wish part of it more. You know, that's his whole shtick, right? The impy does the wishes, and the one guy's like, "I want gold." What? And then he's like, look at all this gold. I'm gonna do my nails. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's writing this? Clearly, this was the wrong person to wish for the gold.
Who got the gold?
They figured they couldn't all be great wishes, you know. They don't have the money.
Like the one guy just wishes for that girl, and then the other girl wishes to be a prom queen, even though she's not in high school anymore.
Right.
And then everybody else is like, "Get out of here, fuck you." So I'm like,
right. The one nerd, I don't know, it was Kevin. I think he was the guy who survives. Him and Linnea Quigley didn't remember. Yeah, they said no, they didn't want to do it. And he even said, like, I know I've seen this story, the monkey's paw, whatever it's called, you know, where you wishes go wrong, which I think obviously this, I guess, what's based on.
I mean, but like
he even mentions that, like, oh, if, you know, the wishes never turn out right, so they leave. I guess that's why they're the ones that survive.
But how did they go wrong? Like the one guy was like, "I want gold," and he's like, "Here," and it's a pile of gold, and then like 5 minutes later, he's like, "This isn't gold, it's wood painted gold."
Right.
Oh, that rascally imp.
Right.
What a terrible way that wish went sour. Like, I don't.
Right, that girl's dress got fucked up. You know,
the girl's
big
dress is
deal.
torn down. Like who cares?
Yeah.
This guy's got hijinks is all he is.
Yeah,
He's
it's
kind of
not
a pain in the ass. This imp.
right. There's not even. I guess because they didn't have the money to really go extravagant, right? With like the wishes,
Yeah,
it's not like
for
Bedazzled. Remember that movie,
Sure.
Bedazzled?
I mean, yeah, right. You're
know?
limited to what you can actually do. I
Right,
completely
right.
get that. But then don't.
But they're not even interested. Yeah, like they could have done something. He
Yeah.
wishes for a bigger prick, and he wakes up, he's got a big prick, and then the next scene, the prick disappears. He's got no prick. That would have been like a comeuppance, you know?
Or even I wish I could fly, and he says you can now go off the second floor and jump,
Right,
and then
right.
he just jumps to his death, right?
Right.
Like because you're an idiot, and like
Right. Or
gonna
or
give
he's
you
just
bad-
actually flying, and
Or he's
and,
like,
you know, finally when he's finally it wears off and he plummets to the earth. You know, that would have been cool, actually. Yeah, shit.
something you could do with like crazy stop motion kind of effects, where like because
A
it's already
puppet.
like that kind of movie, it would fit in,
Right.
you know.
I don't even think they had the budget for stop motion for this. Stop motion's expensive.
it's okay. Like I still love puppets, right? Like Ghoulies, Critters. I
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
into
yeah.
any of those
Yeah.
and get into puppets, and even you can tell they're puppets, and where they're sitting is it's
Right.
always awkward. But this one just didn't even look cool. It kind of looked like
Yeah.
something you'd see on like a weird TV show after school or something.
Right. It looked like there's something very specific that it reminded me of. Do you remember the Gummy Bears cartoon?
Oh yeah.
It
It did look like one of those trolls.
like one of those ogres or whatever they were, trolls or whatever.
Remember
That's
that,
what
Will? Those ogre trolls and gummy bears?
Oh yeah.
Kind of with the yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that. Yeah, gremlin, like gremlin, like the old school gremlin. The fucking Bugs
good
Bunny
one?
gremlin. Like
Oh,
that
Bugs
look.
Bunny. Yeah.
Anyway, it was worth watching if you like this kind of junk, right?
I think the nudity brings a lot to the table. I mean, I think that has a goes a long way with me. So
I like if it was the name Fanny, there was two girls. One
Taffy.
Yeah, she was all right. She was the one with the real tiny tits, but that's okay. I got a tiny prick, so there we go. Works out for everybody.
And on that note, we're ending the show. There. No,
it?
I mean these movies you pick for us are great. I mean, there's stuff that I remember, but it's always fun to revisit, especially with you guys and talk about it, because it's like, who made this? Like, who thought this up? Like when I was a kid watching things, like you were focused on, the boobies or the crazy kills or the crazy puppet or whatever. But then, like, as you get older and you see this, you're like, wait, what is this story?
Right. You start thinking about like the behind the scenes of it, like the thought process of the people involved. Like, it fascinates me.
Was everybody high? Like nobody said no. Nobody was like, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense.
Right, but they make money. Like the budgets are so low that they must make money back for them to keep doing it, right? Like, how does she still get paychecks for all these movies? Because they fucking make money,
Yeah.
Not
they
don't make billions.
Horror movies are the greatest return on investment in Hollywood history. I mean, that's why they've been making them since the beginning. I mean, Nosferatu and all those, because they can be low budget, people will still go see them. You don't need anybody famous in them, and they turn a huge profit because it's the forbidden fruit.
Right.
And you also just never quite know, right? Some horror movies take a while before they find their legs. They'll be out for years before that audience really settles in, and they're like, you know what, it's not that bad.
Well, that's why a lot of them go to VHS too, like back in the day, because they could pump those out cheap, put them on. You don't have to worry about theatrical cuts and getting that. These rental places will pick them all up.
Yeah,
and then because you're selling at that point, you're selling these at $100 a pop.
That's a whole industry right there. Like the VHS boom of the 80s launched or kept the grindhouse film
huge
going, like it kept it going into the probably early mid 90s, right? Like with this straight to video stuff. And to a degree now, I guess, as well, but not the same. Yeah, and then now it just goes to like streaming. There'll be Shudder will have those kind of movies, or like these other, Tubi, whatever. They'll get them, but there's certain charm, I think, to the old stuff, puppets and real practical effects and.
Yeah, because everything's CG now. Like everything that we were seeing in that movie would have been CG.
Would have been right.
I would much rather see
definitely not as cool.
A dummy that you can tell is a dummy.
Oh yeah,
flying off the side of a building or getting smacked with a car. I'd much rather see that than like CGI fire and blood.
100%.
Yeah,
totally agree with you. The yeah, that's it. Is it? Are we done recording?
We're gonna be done. So thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tommy.
I gotta tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
So my name is Tommy Lamberdoza. I like long walks on the beach. My favorite color is blue, and I like Snatch. But seriously,
don't we all?
I'm an artist and a musician. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I've known you guys for quite a few years now, and I do a podcast with my buddy Mike called Jacked Kirby. It's we're doing it for 8 years now. It's Jacked Kirby comic book centric, and we have guests on. We're gonna have these guys on tomorrow. Actually, we're recording with you. That's gonna be fun, and we have you guys on every year. And it's that's what I do. You can find us on Instagram, Jacked_Kirby, and all the podcast listening platforms if that's your thing.
Yeah, definitely follow these guys because they get some of the best damn guests that.
Thank you.
I can't. Sometimes I'm listening and I'm like, how the hell did you guys pull that?
Right. We got Walt Simonson one week and then Stephen Lil the next week.
Yeah, I'm glad we get to follow that. Or like when Steve followed, what's his face?
Jeff Garland.
Jeff Garland.
Yeah.
You guys have Jeff Garland.
I had to follow that. That was great.
That's awesome.
And then Steve's on, and I was like, I just started laughing.
That's amazing.
Steve's telling me this. He's like, they fucking had Jeff Garland on. And then they're like, oh, we've got another special great guest for you. You got Steve. And Steve's like, who the fuck am I?
What the fuck?
You're our friend. That means a lot to us. We don't give a fuck.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate that, but still, like,
you guys are more important to me than Jeff Garland.
We spent more time together.
Yeah, so you guys were recording with you guys. The episode's going to be out on Halloween Day. So that'll cap off our month of spooky stuff. Awesome. And right the week before you guys are on, it's going to be Kelly Jones and Matt Wagner. So those are kind of like big names in the comic book world. I'm sure you know who they are.
Again, you're full.
They just had the guitarist, Marilyn Manson's guitar player on there.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
People like comics, man.
They do.
The guest list, though, you got it. Incredible. It's very nice.
So, thank you, everyone out there, for listening. Thank you for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you watched this movie, what you thought.
Give them the title again.
The comics. Oh, I gotta go reread it. I gotta go back to my notes.
Sorority Babes.
Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama from 1988. Don't watch the sequel. The original 1988 one. Let us know. So this is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Tommy.
Until tomorrow night, everybody, keep it creepy.